If you don't have Hot Boys songs in your heart, you probably were not in Amalie Arena. But man, can I tell you, that was the place to be on Friday. It
was, for sure.
Tell me that floor wasn't lit.
Tampa showed up, and I was down on the floor having the best time
Meredith,
ever.
you were right in front of Wayne's lap.
Yeah, pretty much.
You was down there.
Seats. It was awesome. It was a blast, and yes, I did get a contact high.
I think it stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know how they cleaned out. And I mean, you know how they say if you smoke in a hotel room, it's like a $250 charge because they got to come in there and steam it out. I don't know how you steam out Amalie Arena.
I don't know either.
Because let me tell you, I was sitting there waiting because I was just like, all right, I don't smell it.
Yeah.
And I was there early too, so I'm like, I don't smell it. I'm like, man, I bet you they probably got it tight security here. And then all of a sudden, we both looked at each other and was like,
bam.
It's like, no, I smell it, but it ain't crazy yet. But when the lights went out,
yes,
everybody started getting, and you saw a haze over the whole crowd. And I was like, oh my God, they are burning out. It used to just be the 300 level.
Right.
Because when we did last damn show, it was like way up top. You know, ain't nobody coming up there. Don't nobody worry about it. Down here, it was everywhere. We had a movie going on in front of us. It was insane. It was one girl that was in front of us betting on Hard Rock Bet. And we were watching all her wagers, which I'm just like, I felt bad because I'm looking at everyone's phone. Like one person's arguing with their man, I guess, because he wasn't there with her and she took somebody else. Wow. So they were arguing. This girl was betting. This dude was looking at porn. It was just like everybody in front of us had a whole movie going on. So, did you see the drama?
Which type of drama are we talking about?
One Birdman on one side and Weezy F Baby on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a little awkward.
I wasn't at the concert, but I saw videos that went viral of Birdman making a speech and then Weezy like...
Birdman made that speech twice.
Correct.
Oh.
Same speech. Twice.
Did he get interrupted twice?
Same interruption. Twice.
Yes.
Wayne was not, and anybody who was there can co-sign this. Wayne was not
having it.
Whatever Birdman wanted to say to make it about him.
Right.
Not about him, but he wanted to do the state of the, like I'm Birdman, I'm the Birdman, baby. Nah.
We get it.
Nah, not anymore though.
No.
Because Wayne used to play that part.
He was
the Robin to your Batman,
yes.
And he was the guy that would carry you through. And I guess after they have put that financial thing aside, Wayne is like, I don't have to play that game anymore.
No, not at all.
And so he
Turk locked up for 9 years. Freshman cutting up. All right, let's go.
The band was waiting on Wayne. The band wasn't looking up like, well, but Birdman's still talking. They're like, this is Wayne's band.
Yes.
This is Wayne's show. And Wayne's like, we ain't stopping down for all of this. Nah.
And
we're not doing that.
Wayne talked a couple of times, maybe even 3 times, but it was really just to thank the audience and thank him.
Keep it moving.
Right. And it was quick and kind of repetitive with the stuff that he was saying, but he was looking around and seeing how everything was sold out, so it kind of affected him. But it wasn't long. It was to the point, and then we kept it moving like
because this was a Wayne concert.
Yeah.
That I believe, and this is just me, I just believe that when they settled the money, and they made it like, okay, man, we need to go ahead and go out and do this and get everybody together. They probably convinced Wayne to do it. And Wayne said, I'll make it a part of my set. So that means that they come out there, they do the Hot Boys thing. Manny Fresh, still Manny Fresh.
Yes.
Still,
same.
looks the same, ain't aged. He's a vampire, and he knows all his lyrics.
Same black fro.
Birdman, he could have been in the Rolling Stones for all we knew, because he didn't know a word to nothing. And he needed everybody's help.
Yeah.
He needed Juvie standing next to him. You notice he kept rapping to people. He wasn't rapping to the audience. He was rapping to the people up there. Like Juvie came out to help him. BG came out there to help him. And he went over to Wayne for Wayne to try and help him. And Wayne went up back there and made a drink. Like immediately walked away from him to go make a drink.
I saw one video where Birdman forgot his lyrics, and you see Lil Wayne visibly laughing at him.
Exactly. And
clowning him.
And people were clowning him, saying, hey, Wayne forgot the lyrics, because Wayne started laughing. And I had to go online. I was like, bro, y'all wasn't there. I'm like, Wayne wasn't forgetting his lyrics. Wayne nailed all his. He was laughing at Birdman because Birdman needed help.
Right.
was looking around like, this dude is out here by himself.
Yeah, how do you not prep? You've had it like a month. You know what I mean? It's not, these guys actually came out and they were prepared to put on one hell of a show. I would say you have to be a Hot Boys fan, you have to be a Wayne fan in order to go there.
They were out there though.
But they put on a good show. The mixture of all the songs, the vibe that was there, everybody was there in Amalie Arena.
Were you shocked at just the diversity in the room?
It's crazy.
Because you notice
everything.
Because people in our section was like, you don't understand. We was raised on this. I'm like, no, I understand. And you look around, you saw people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. You saw people in their 20s, 30s. It was like, it was just everybody was in there.
All ethnicities, too.
Every ethnicity. That's why I talked about on Saturday morning. I was like, y'all have no idea. They had the most diverse. And them ladies.
Yes. Dressed
I'm like, there was only 4 hot boys, so everybody could get hooked up. It was insane. All right, so it was definitely one for the record books. Amalie showed out and brought him out. That was crazy.
Can we talk about what was the intermission? Because I saw people kind of leaving because they were waiting for Wayne to come out. And some, there is usually, like, when there's a band, a stage.
No openers, no nothing like that was happening.
Right, exactly. So everybody was waiting for Wayne. And so we were going around and walking around getting drinks, going to different suites and stuff like that, waiting for him to hit the stage. And I was expecting maybe 15 or 20 minutes and then he would. But then it got to 30 minutes, 40 minutes in between.
Because that's what lets you know that it's Wayne's tour. Like, Wayne wasn't just going to walk out with them, because even BG even introduced him and said, now we got the best rapper of all time, blah, blah. And people thought he was going to just walk out. And I'm like, nah, that's not how that goes, especially because we've had Wayne 4 times.
Yeah.
And Wayne has always been delayed because it has to be right. It was so funny. One time we got mad because he was like, make sure my guitar is on, because his guitar wasn't on the stage.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay. And then he's like, and then it had to be tuned. And we were like, man, they could have done this beforehand. Like, people were out there chanting Weezy, Weezy. And then he wasn't coming off the bus. And it's like, he's not going to come out there unless he knows that everything is buttoned up correct. And so when they said he was coming, I looked at the people in our section. I was like, he ain't coming out here, not now. Not walking out into the crowd. He has an intro.
Yeah.
And he came out with his intro. You saw he had layers that he had on, and he was taking off different layers as he got through the show and stuff. So that's all a part of his thing. And honestly, he's been doing it so long, like you said, it was almost rote after every time, every song. Thank you. Yes. And then went to the next one and just kept it moving. He just wanted to crank out all of the hits.
All the hits that he could.
And probably because everybody was talking about him with the big game and the halftime show and that he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he just, has buttoned it up to where I'm just going to make sure that it's all about me knocking out these songs
Which
to show
needed to
people
happen,
I can do.
and I'm happy about that. So I talked to several people that were walking out as I'm walking around with Babs and we're having a good time and having a couple of drinks. They're like, no. We heard a rumor that he's at a strip club. And he's not coming and hitting the stage. And I was like, well,
who's at a strip club?
Wayne. And I was like, wait a minute. This was like multiple people. I don't know what happened. People were spreading misinformation. People were leaving. 10 minutes later, boom, Wayne hits the stage. These idiots walked out thinking, oh, he's wasted. He's doing this and that in Tampa.
That's the whole reason.
No, it was just really because everything had to be set up different. And that happens with openers. And there were no openers because in essence, the Hot Boys were the openers. It was like Wayne's tour. And that's how he, and when he walked, and they even had it planned where he was walking off, and he was like, "Oh, wait, I got some more."
Then everybody,
and then he came back out and did his, biggest records and stuff. So it was definitely worthwhile if you got a chance to see it. As the people are texting, yes, hot box, yes, munchies, yeah.
I had to shower immediately when I got home because I was like, I saw Anthony, I was like, back away, I stink. Back off of me. I'm going to stink up the entire house.
That said, will you talk about the fight that broke out in Section 3?
I was just about to ask you
I walked right by as that was about to happen, and I was like, pushing the girls forward. I was like, I'm not a part of this at all. Thank you very much.
That's one thing about being down there on that floor.
No.
Let me tell you, it'll get cracking. I only saw the fallout of it. I didn't see exactly what happened or why, but I had a great seat to watch.
Yes,
so I definitely saw who was in there. Let's see. Man, Wayne was late, period. He flew into Davis Island Airport and hauled ass to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would not have expected him to be up there anytime early.
Oh, look at this. Out of the 929, all I know is I got in the elevator with my wife during the break, was in the elevator with Meredith and Babs and some other chick, and had to try my best not to be a groupie.
Was the other chick
It was Gianna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Gianna. Yeah, Joey's girl.
Yeah, that was Mrs. Joey
You
franchise.
should have said something. We could take in a picture.
He probably didn't want to say that to you. You know that thing, that meme where a girl gets on the elevator and the dude looks up because his wife is like looking at him?
Look at
I
that
guarantee you that guy was like, I'm not looking at it, because all of y'all was butt naked. Like I
She's
saw
like, "You saw
Meredith with the
Babs?" And they're
plunging
like-
neckline.
Yeah.
Babs had that thing going. And I'm like, yeah, he a man that wasn't gonna speak to y'all.
Yeah.
I could tell you the interaction right after they got off. She's like, "Did you see that was Babs?" He goes, "I didn't even know.
I didn't even know who
I
that
didn't even know
was.
there's no women in
I didn't
here.
know,
don't
baby.
what
I
you're
am Ray over here. I don't see nothing.
I would just love to give a shout out to also one of our bartenders for the evening. She is teacher of the year, as a matter of fact, and she works at Cork Elementary School, and she's a massive Freak Show fan. So I just want to say thank you very much for the wonderful drinks and snacks. That
Did
she
y'all
was
tip
serving
her
us.
well?
Absolutely,
Okay,
we
all
did.
right, make
Teacher
sure.
of the year.
Teacher of the year
Which
needs
is
a little
a
something.
big deal.
Teacher of the year means
and
that she's spending
bartender?
her own money to
Yeah.
probably for them kids.
Teacher
You know
of the
how
year
I
has
get.
to have a side job, by the way. Mind blowing. But yeah,
Yeah.
she was fabulous.
And I bet you she had the munchies. Yes.
She did.
Other headlines: Drake did what Drake does. He gave out a bunch of money in Sydney. He played rock paper scissors.
What?
Yeah, he did. One dude had a sign up that said "rock paper scissors" to buy my dad a birthday car.
Oh, wow.
And so Drake comes over there and shoots the rock paper scissors 4 times.
Okay.
Beats him 4 times.
Aw, damn.
And then says, "I'm still gonna give you $20,000 for your dad's thing." Yeah.
That's what the Drake concerts have become now. It's just a bunch of people with signs asking for money for different reasons.
I mean, yeah, but it worked. And honestly, this is where Drake sets himself apart, because he gives out $100,000 at a show and makes a couple million.
Yeah.
So, you know,
have you
it's a
seen
good
the
exchange.
signs? Like the pictures of the signs and like the things that they have said.
Oh, I mean, when he was here, it was
Yeah.
all kinds of requests on there.
Yeah, there's a big picture going viral right now. People are asking for like engagement rings for like $30K for engagement
What?
rings.
That's crazy.
Somebody asking for a house. People asking to get money for baby stuff. Like everybody's just asking for stuff from Drake.
Yeah, he's gonna get sick of that at some point. Because I mean, like, you know, I need a kidney. Like, no, we're not doing it. All right. Anyway, it was a great weekend this
Yes,
weekend.
it
So
was fun.
anybody who was outside definitely enjoyed it, and we did as well.
Orlando and the Freak Show. And
If you loved that video, then you're going to want to check out more. Make sure you hit subscribe right below.